Hello and welcome. Today we are going to look at my all-wheel drive race tune and it's an S2-998 for the 2013 Lamborghini Veneno. Now I was asked by one of my subscribers, said, hey, I want a race tune for this car. And I said, okay, I'll make one. And yeah, so here's me testing out the car and seeing how well it could do. Just hauls. So Society asked me for this car. So huge shout out to Society. And across the line, this is where I test all of my race cars. I figured it's got sharp turns in there, and long straightaways, and you really can just get, the power down on here. I try to go between these two cars and didn't do it. I should have went around the blue McLaren, went to the right side, but that happens, So I did it in 1 minute and 31 seconds, not too bad. I just skip through all that stuff, and then I'll take it to the garage, and I'll show you guys my race tune. I've always said, if you can drift tune, you can race tune. And also, if you can drift tune, you can race. So like if the back end does kick out, you know what to do. You know how to control your car. I'm bouncing off stuff. Because I do a lot more drift tuning than I do race tuning. And I mean, it's just kind of funny that people are like, oh hey, I know you're a big drift tuner and everything. Hey, can you race tune for me? They could go to somebody else, and somebody that race tunes all the time. I don't know who that would be. Maybe Race Boy if he still plays. But they said, hey, I understand you're a drift tuner. Race tune for me. So this was the best I came up with on this car. I really like it. It does very well. It gets about 60 around that turn. That's what I usually try to hope for. I take it around the roundabouts, down the the straightaways to see how fast it can go, because honestly this thing's top speed actually is failed. Top speed? Failed. See that? So, and I know basically how fast this car can go. It can go 260 miles per hour. Here, we'll just get over there. Let that load up. We'll take it on the highway. See how fast it goes. There's 260, 261, 262. You know. Turns pretty good. And it stops very quickly. From what, 197? Pretty quick. So, let me show you guys my race tune. It gets the job done, alright? You know, I mean, hey, we still need to get these, you know, us drifters still need to do the races and get the cars. So, we got to be doing something right to get these cars so quick, you know. So, yeah. So, there are two tunes here, of course. I showed you guys my KP all-wheel drive drift. It has 1,050 horsepower. It's a 998. And then this one, I said 1,050 horsepower was not enough for my racing. You know, I reworked the engine around, and I was able to pump out 1,235 horsepower, almost 850 foot-pounds of torque out of this beast. Handling is at a 9.9. It could be at a 10, and I'll show you what I mean there. Acceleration's at 10, launch is at 10, braking's at 10, speed's at 8.8. It is called Grippy Race King. If you want it, I would just say, you know, just go here and try it out, you know. Alright, so it'll be this one right here. There's the share code. Got it? Good. Now, let me show you guys what I did to get all that power pumping out of this car. Now, this car is a little on the heavier side, but I did whatever I could to get as much horsepower for you. 0 to 60 in 2.4, 0 to 104.6. Top speed you saw was 262 miles an hour downhill. On a straightaway, you're seeing about 50, you know, 250 miles an hour, or close to it. So, yeah. We got a twin turbo on this system here. Alright. And we got Horizon race tires. This just lets me know that it's a race car. My all-wheel drive drift tune, the tires would be completely black all the way around. This one just lets me know what it is. Alright, so we got 255 in the front. I did have it up here, but I took it down to get more power. Alright. Now, the rear is maxed out, you know. And as you can tell, when I was driving it, it still can break loose back there. But hey, if you know how to drift, you'll know how to race. Alright, now this, I went with the heaviest rims possible. Alright, so these, the BLQ. I always go to these rims when I need to add power and add weight. I figured with the power that I'm pushing, it doesn't matter. And I just left the stock in the front there. Alright, so we got a race clutch, race transmission, race driveline, and a race differential. Now, I was saying about the 10, you know, see the handling where it's 9.9? See? 10. Okay? But I gain a pound. Now, like I said, I was making the cars heavy, yes, but I'd like to try to save weight at the same time. And that gains a pound just to help the handle line. Alright? That's the only thing. The drift springs makes your car handle better. But I stuck with this one because I needed to still save weight where I could because I was adding so much weight to it. As you can tell, I had the stock weight reduction. Alright? That's 328 pounds, but then you're losing horsepower on top of that. So we as an I did that. Okay, so we got a stock intake. Alright, stock fuel system, stock valves, stock engine block, stock pistons and compression. This twin turbo was what was able to give me all that power, because you saw I had 1,050 horsepower. Well, there's 169, and then there's this one. And then this race intercooler is maxed out too, so that's 66 horsepower plus gained in there. All right, so in all my madness, this is what I come up with, and it works. So yeah, there it is. See my madness when it comes to tuning a car. All right, so here we go. We got low but not too low tire pressure, so there is always room for improvement. You could go lower, make the 0 to 60 maybe quicker or slower. You never know. That's the glory of tuning. Here is my gearing all the way down to really 6th. There's 7th out there, but really you're just worried about all you have to do is worry about a 6 gears on this vehicle. The alignment is pretty not basic, but this is what I run now. And this right here, this is your important number. If you run these numbers here, okay, this is your important number. You want this thing to turn even harder, move this thing, keep going out until you see what it does. Okay, I was happy at 5. All right, I usually run it at 4, and it just wasn't turning hard enough, and all I had to do was move it to this number, and it turned 10 times better. Now, it's on slow speeds. Like, on here I was like going around in a turn, and like the whole front end just kept going and went right to a wall. I moved it one more point over, aced. And I even tried 6. It is a little bit better in my way of racing. So you can always try that yourself. And then the caster, I brought it down to 2.5. I used like a rally. I thought it would work. I usually run 7.0. I usually run all the way up here. Okay, but here we are. I'm a tuner. I'm trying things, and it seems to work pretty darn well. It is light on its feet. It really does feel light on its feet. Look at that. There's a top speed now at 257, but I can hit 262 with my tune. Either way. Anti-roll bars. Here's my anti-roll bars. A little softer in the rear, a little stiffer in the front. Springs are on the stiffer side. And so we got 700 and 636, and then low as you can go. And because this is like a rally gearing, rally suspension, I had to go stiffer on there, because rally suspension is soft. Everybody knows it's soft, so you had to make adjustments. You can switch these numbers around and see if there's a difference if you're having issues. If it's too like light in the back, like you see the back end slides out a lot, you want to fix that, switch these numbers around. Do 4.0 here and 6.0 there, and see if that works. All right. Aero. Now I did more to the the front, so it's maxed out in the front all the way to cornering, and then the rear I brought it down to 512 just to keep the speed up there, because you're competing with other S2-998s, so you need to have that speed. You don't want them to surpass you, so I tried to get as close to 260 miles an hour as possible, and it is there. That number, that top speed is wrong. That thing constantly changes. Braking, as you can tell, 60 to 0 is 101 feet, and 100 to 0 is 240 feet. That's pretty quick. So that's why I like those numbers. And then my differential is 13, 0, 21, 100, and 67% going to the rear. I saw that is the best when I was cornering, and I was when I'd get out of a corner and I'd floor it, I saw that was the smoothest transaction moving forward. So yeah, And there you go. There's my tune for the 2013 Veneno. Yeah. See, once I go back in there, top speed failed. See, top speed failed again. After I just changed a couple things, it said, hey, here's your speed. Here's not your speed. Here's your speed. Here's not your speed. And that's the story I get every day. Either way. Well, hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely hit that like button. And I'll see you guys next time. You want to see a car be race tuned? Let me know in the comments below. I'll see what I can do. I'm pretty low on like tunes I can share. Let's see. I think I have to go out to show you guys. I think I have like 3 more cars I can share. Like, I've been starting to just delete cars, deleting tunes. I have to. You guys keep on asking for more cars, and that's fine. That doesn't bother me. So, yeah, I'm up to 513. I think you can only have 515 cars shared. So, that is what it is. Well, till then, I'll see you guys later. Stay speedy, my friends. Peace.